Okay, so this is experiment 4, streamlined for speed. So this is a great one to introduce the concept of streamlining and drag and resistance. So when you run, for example, air pushes against you, and this is called air resistance, or it's otherwise known as drag. Air resistance pushes on anything that moves through the air, and so this experiment is designed to show that. What we've created and we'll do in advance is 3 different shapes, 3 different 3D shapes that we're going to blow air at through a hairdryer. One I have prepared earlier. I have a hairdryer and an extension cord in my kit of goods to bring in. There is, I've created one that is a circle, as you can see here, a tube or a circle, tube shape, and the next one is a teardrop, which is the one that's in the centre there. So you can see that's a nice streamlined shape, the teardrop. And then the third one, a square or cube shape. So what we need to do is stand the 3 tubes in line as they are on the table there. It needs to be quite a smooth table, otherwise you get some resistance underneath. This tablecloth isn't the best. It's slightly better to do it on the floor, but I had trouble sort of setting up my camera and stuff to do that. But in the hall we should do it on the table without any kind of tablecloth or anything underneath it. So you start by switching on. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, because as soon as I switch on the hairdryer you're not going to be able to hear anything I say. So stand the 3 tubes in line, switch on a hairdryer and hold it about 1 metre away from the first shape, and slowly move the hairdryer towards the shape. At some point the tube will begin to slide away. The next time you need to try it with the other 2 tubes. And if you hold back and try and move and keep your hairdryer very steady, so this one might need a little practice beforehand, so keep your hairdryer very steady and keep it in the centre stream so that it spreads evenly across the shapes, and then see which one of the shapes is inclined to move first. I'm going to turn the hairdryer on now so we won't be able to speak and we can just watch. So the square tube moved first and the teardrop tube moved last. So air flowing from the hairdryer hits the shapes, creating the drag. The closer you move the hairdryer to the shapes, the faster the air flows around them. And the faster the air flows, the greater the drag gets. Eventually the drag gets so great that it pushes the objects, and the force of the drag depends on how much air can easily flow around the object. The square creates the most drag and the teardrop the least. The teardrop is streamlined, allowing the air to flow smoothly around it. So really what we've got to take from this is where you've got a solid side, like on the square, and you've got quite you've got a reasonably solid side then on the circle. Those are going to create the most drag and get pushed by the air behind them the most, whereas the streamline shape will be able to resist the flow of air that's coming around it.